Right into the 2022 Oscars recap. Last Sunday, the 94th Academy Awards was legendary to say the least. First things first, did you catch Blue Ivy dancing with her mama?
I saw it. I saw the replay. Now, I did not watch the Oscars live. I was busy.
You was busy? What was you doing, girl?
Busy. Anyway.
Girl. Okay.
No, because my aunties watched this. We was talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I think Beyonce's opening performance was perfectly done. Definitely inspiring and iconic for the Williams sisters. And shout out to Baby Blue because she is just being primed. She is like Beyonce's manager. She is just,
she is
soaking it all in. Like,
she
is the world ready? Because baby, when Blue steps on y'all's necks, she's not letting go. And I'm here
I wonder, Blue can go in so many different directions. Right. She doesn't have to sing. She probably just dance because she wants to. But like Blue could do anything.
She could be a rapper. She could be a songwriter.
She could probably not even want to be any of that.
Right. She could be an astrophysicist. Whatever.
Yeah, you never know.
I'm here for Blue. And her baby sister and brother.
Sky's the limit for Blue.
Right. Okay, so very special shout out to some of the night's top winners. Questlove took home an Oscar for his Summer of Soul documentary. Mm-hmm. Encanto won Best Animated Feature. History was made when Ariana DeBose became the first queer black actress to win an Oscar for her portrayal in the West Side Story. And then, of course, Samuel L. Jackson received an honorary Lifetime Achievement Oscar that was presented by Denzel Washington in a non-televised ceremony prior to Sunday's award show. And like we predicted, Will Smith won Best Actor award for his role in King Richard. So congratulations to all of the nominees. Very proud of all of them. Now, of course, we have to address the slap that was heard across the world. The industry, the internets have just killed it and beat that thing with a stick, but we would not be who we are if we did not come over here and provide the commentary as well regarding Will Smith, Jada, Pinkett Smith, and Chris Rock. So as of Friday, Will did resign from the Academy, admitting that his actions of violence were inappropriate. But the incident incited conversations around protecting black women and black men, drawing a necessary line for comedians and their jokes for what is considered too far, and also the importance of choosing the right marital partner. Also conversations around allowing toxic behaviors such as narcissism to thrive within your relationship. And we also shed a little more light into cancel culture. So,
quite frankly, I'm quite over this shit. I am tired of this conversation. It's been going on since Sunday. It's about to be Sunday again, and we are still talking about this. But like Brittany said, we will not be who we are if we didn't talk about it. So yeah. I'm standing on that side of the aisle of I made my decision on how I feel about it.
Because we haven't even talked about it.
I mean, honestly, it is what it is for me.
What is it?
It is what it is. They were both wrong. They're plain and simple. Mm-hmm. Chris Rock is a comedian. He makes jokes. That's what comedians do. They make jokes. Was the joke that he made against Jada too far? Maybe. Yes. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. He's a comedian. It's a joke, right? Did he pick the wrong time to say that joke, like in front of a room full of
Hollywood's
biggest names and stars? Yes, that was wrong. He picked the wrong time for that. Mm-hmm. I feel like Will and Jada have been at the butt end of all the jokes, and for like the past year and a half. And what we witnessed when I saw Will Smith go on that stage was, I feel like was like a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've talked to people about what mental health is, and it's not even just what we think it is. Like that is a mental health moment. Sometimes people have their breaking points.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was a breaking point for him.
Absolutely.
Was it emotionally done? Yes, it was. Was it because of all of these narratives like, oh, his wife this, his wife that, she slept with this man, she did this? You know, those are the things that you guys have been projecting on them and have continued to project on them. Look at the girl, Laverne Cox. The last time they were on the carpet,
that's right.
She said something about the entanglement, and that's when everybody was telling her, like, you know, why would you bring that up at that time? That was a wrong time to do it.
You know, not only then, but the past 4 award shows earlier this year, the BAFTA Awards, the Critics' Choice Awards, the NAACP Image Awards. He's also been the recipient of rude people. Jane Campion said in front of all of his peers some things about. She said, I think that Will Smith's best portrayal was him pretending that Jada Smith's external affairs did not exist. Like, this looks like a man that is fed up.
Yeah. So, and quite frankly, that's what we got.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it was in front of 15 million people.
Yep.
And I just think that that's what it was. He's now resigned from the Academy. You know, now everybody's saying they might take his Oscar away. You know,
that's unnecessary.
I think that's unnecessary as well. You know, there are plenty of people that are still in the Academy who have not resigned from the Academy, who have done some things that they had no business doing, and they still got their Oscars in their regards.
Right.
What Will Smith resigning from the Academy is very, that shows his accountability right there.
And, you know, he's still that just because he's resigned from the Academy does not mean that he's not going to be able to be nominated, you know, if he finds himself in another role. And I'm saying when, because this is no argument. This is not up for debate. Will Smith is one of the most talented actors, black or white, male or female, that we've ever known today.
Yeah, and that's a fact.
And he is the only actor that has grossed the amount of money that he's grossed for Hollywood. No other person, black, white, male, or female, has brought in as much money that he's brought in the box office in his 30-plus career span.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that, you know, all of these other conversations, like, is this how you protect, protect your woman or protect your family? You know, to each his own. I'm not going around saying that you're supposed to be slapping people in my honor, but I do understand that people have breaking points.
Yes.
And I don't think that it should be seen or read outside of anything other than that was a breaking point on live TV.
Right.
That's it.
Right. I just wish that moment would not overshadow the immense amount of work that he's done in his craft. It's sad that it has, because that's the headline that people are leading with. And I also think that this is a perfect opportunity to discuss the comedians and their line of work. Just because a comedian is a comedian and they're known to make tasteless jokes that are insensitive, does that make it right? No, but I feel like comedians have found themselves in a safe place within their profession to be able to do that. Maybe people could say that they use that as a crutch, but if that is their profession, like, that's their industry. We can't, we are on the outside of their industry. That's how they operate in their industry. Like, that's their safe space. Does it make it right? Who are we to say? Because that has been, comedy has been comedians' safe space for so long. People have said so many things. People have done so many things. Does it make it right? No. But on the other side of that, within their profession, that's where they go to release and to say the things that and make a joke of it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What I do have a problem with is people using this situation to feel scared. Like, bitch, nobody's coming to see y'all for real. And if people are coming to see y'all, then who was feeling scared? Are we talking about?
Do you see the amount of comedians who are like, I don't know how I would feel now, like the industry is changing? They even had Jim Carrey say something.
Okay, can I just say this?
I fuck with Jim Carrey.
I do, but
Jim Carrey fine.
And I hate to bring it to this point and make it a black and white thing. This was a family matter.
It was.
And all the white folks, Amy Schumer, etc., I don't really have nothing to hear about what you got to say about traumatic and this display of violence, because if you want to talk about violence and all of that other shit, then all I got to do is say January 6th. And if that's not good enough for you, then let's just talk about the history of genocide racism, fascism, and et cetera, of all the instances of which your people have exhibited violence. So please don't come up in here talking about, I'm traumatized. Bitch, I'm still traumatized, okay? My children are going to be reading this shit in the history books, and we trying to put this lady husband off the Supreme Court justice because we're traumatized. Don't come at me with that shit. Jim Carrey, sit your ass down. Amy Schumer, shut up. White folks, be quiet. This is not your fight. This is not your argument. Yeah, you saw our business on TV for you to display, but that don't mean that you get a chance to have a conversation, a piece of this say. This is not for you. Like P. Diddy said, we're going to handle this amongst the family.
Right. Okay, so what about the black people then?
Now,
what about the Wanda Sykes and everybody else who got something to say?
Now, Wanda Sykes,
I fought with Regina, Wanda Sykes too.
You know, and in this one sense, I will say Amy Schumer, I feel like they are owed an apology as well, because this was their night as well. And prior to that incident, they did an amazing job. And so that their spotlight got snatched from them as well. You know, Wanda Sykes and Regina Hall hosting the Oscar Awards, that is prestige. That is a career high. And that moment has been tainted and taken from them. So yeah, I would probably feel some kind of way as well. You know, this was a time for me to shine, as a career high, as a comedian in my own right.
I didn't know that they hosted the Oscars as well.
See?
But my thing is, I'm just saying, to my point, I'm talking about like you having your own stand-up show and like actually being scared now. Like, come on.
I mean, Dave Chappelle is a perfect example. He has been at the pits of fire for a lot of similar allegations. I mean, no, Dave Chappelle has never gotten slapped, but Dave Chappelle continuously pushes the envelope. Does it make it right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter if this is what has been done forever, because honestly, people are human. These conversations, these topics that people are using for comedy, to bring light, for enjoyment, though it may be therapeutic for the person on stage, we're not considering the type of trauma or the effects that it has on the people that they're talking about. So this is an issue that comedians may need to discuss to revamp their, revamp their industry.
Also, another thing, someone said they were like, and I thought we weren't talking about people's appearance anymore after Chadwick Boseman died.
That too.
People be forgetting. I don't know what to say. I'm done talking about that. I'm done.
I did have one last piece about the protecting black men and women thing.
Go ahead. What you have?
I was just gonna say, as far as protecting black women, everybody was using this as a chance, especially God is Dope and some of the other, instances and brands, to take this moment to advertise protecting black women. Yes, by all means protect black women, but let's make sure that we're being responsible. We're thinking out the process of what it means to protect, because we have to protect each other, black men and black women. And just in that instance, Jada Pinkett's ego was hurt. She was embarrassed. There was more than enough time for her to reach out to her husband as she saw him getting up, to say, hey baby, not right now, and as an instance to protect him too. So women, I just want us to be realistic. When first off, everybody does not have the same opportunity or prestige as Will Smith and Jada. Don't be thinking that you can come around here slapping people without getting slapped back or worse. Violence is at an all-time high. Be mindful when we're taking actions to protect each other, that we're not jeopardizing our safety, or our longevity in the long run after that. Because the way you respond determines everything that happens after that. And black women, it's time for us to protect our black men as well. Protect their mental health. Make sure that we're providing a space for them to feel comfortable, to be able to express themselves. Make sure that we're not putting them in positions and situations like this to be the butt of jokes and be ridiculed in front of their peers without, on end. Like, we have to take accountability on our actions together, men and women. Protect each other.
Definitely. I think Jada could have said something, but she did say something. Obviously, she said something to him, or she made a face to him that he just was probably tired of seeing.
Yeah, you're right. That's the thing about, that's her person. Regardless of whatever is going on behind closed doors or what we know about in the public eye.
They had a flesh moment.
They did. And that's the
thing. And I think that I hate that everybody's just trying to like make all these subtopics off of a flesh moment.
I mean, but that's where the subtopics always come from, because we're human, and those subtopics are so important. This is a perfect example, like you said. People of the flesh will succumb to the flesh every single time, and the reasons why are the reasons why we have those conversations about those things. Blessings to them. Blessings to the Smith family.
Everybody that wanted to be like Jada and Will, where y'all at now?
Blessings to everybody.
That's a real question.
True that. And that's another thing about putting people on pedestals. You better put God on a pedestal and nobody else.
Hello, y'all are tripping out here. All that Jada and Will love. Y'all still want it? Do you still want it? Do you still want it? Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
All those songs. He ain't no different from me, and she ain't no different from me, and we in our dreams like the people on TV. We gotta stay tuned, cause there's more to see. Unbreakable. You just let me have it.
I'm over here.
I see.